Okay, testing. Okay, testing. Okay, testing. All right, I am back with a brand new set of games, and someone that I think you're really going to like. The first game for the evening comes from my friends at JF Games. Now, JF have done several different games. Their favourite game, the one I enjoyed the most, is of course Heroes of Hammerwatch and the Hammerwatch series on PlayStation. But as well as being a prolific publisher, they've also got a pretty interesting set of games. They've done a little bit of everything, and this is a turn-based strategy game with a little bit of a Lovecraftian flavour and cel-shaded graphics. Now, the cel-shaded graphics, I'm a bit mixed. Some games use them really well, and some don't. Like games like 13. You've also got some really mixed use of cel-shaded graphics. I'm kind of on the fence, but this is one of the games that uses the cel-shaded style really well. So we're going to have a bit of a look. I've done several runs of this game. Now, I'm not sure, I believe at this time I have the full version of the game, even though it does say it's the demo. According to Steam, this is the full version of the game. It is currently under development. There are a lot of features that are currently being worked on, but we can have a bit of a look at the game. Now, it is a roguelike. You're going to die a lot. Basically, we have a cast of heroes here. As you can see, I've got I hit level 2, and and trust me, this is after 5 runs. So I'm just gonna have a bit of a look and see what we can. Ooh, we can get a. Oh, okay. So I thought I might be able to assign more than one skill, but it appears that I can only do the one. But that's okay. We're actually nearly at level 2, so let's have another crack at the game. Basically, the story is your classic good versus evil. We're a band of heroes that we're bound together by a great wizard who has cast us with the goal of destroying a demon lord. So we've got whoops. Let's add our friend there. Actually, I've got some extra. I've got some new people. I forgot about that. So after my last run, I actually unlocked a new hero, and I would like to test them out. So I'm going to add Aaron. And I do have a bunch of abilities that I've found, so there is a shiny gem sprouting from the land that can be bound to the crystal. So we can level up. Oh, we got to level up straight away. Nice. Okay. Acid, holy damage, or link of might. I mean, they're all pretty good. I think acid's going to be really handy because it's going to not only deal direct damage but also damage the enemy's defense. That's a nice area effect sort of skill. So we've got our team here, our magical crystal, which we need to protect, and our 3 heroes. Well, 4 heroes if you include Fang, Hubert's trusty Poochie. You spot a deranged wizard, strangely surrounded by ticks that appear to be protecting him. He points at you, shouting, "Eat them alive," as the ticks begin skittering towards you. Now we want to try and focus on that wizard. We want him dead. So we've got oh wow. We've got some really powerful this user, this hero, Erin, I actually got from my last battle. She was actually, the Demon Lord was keeping her prisoner, and I knew I was going to die and lose the fight. So what I did was I freed her prior to our party being destroyed. So even though we lost the fight, we have gotten a new member of the party. I haven't even used her. I've only just unlocked her after 5 goes at the game. So let's take her for a stroll, shall we? That is a close range attack. Maybe a wall of thorns. I mean, why not? Let's give it a try. Although that it is going to block our our view. Let's summon a beast, and then a splinter burst. Oh, that's going to hit. Let's go with the wall of thorns just to protect Mr. Wolfie. Although that. We'll see how we go. Oh, very nice. I like that. So that's going to provide a... I mean, I could have gone this way as well. We'll see how we go. Oh, I can do the acid skill. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, so now we've got my man Brune. Now, he's actually my MVP. He's a brawler, and he... Well, let's just say he does something really nasty. Like this. Boom. Now, I want to try and maybe... Let's chuck a trap down. Actually, let's move him. There we go. I had to move him out of the path of Brune because he could have possibly hit him with the bolt. So let's I think everybody's kind of used Fang. I can't use. Yeah, we've used everyone. So we're going to end the turn. Everybody's taken used their action points up for the turn. Now, this wizard just did something really stupid. He sat right next to my brawler, so now he's going to get a punch in the face. Boom. And you're going to get a punch in the face. And that was an easy victory. You managed to slay the wizard and his bizarre defenders. You search his body, taking whatever you can salvage. Not too bad, not too bad. We got some solid materials. Okay, on we go. Area info. It says there's a grove protected from the blight where a massive tree took its roots long ago. I think we better hit that. Let's do that. Even though the houses have been ruined by heavy rains, the villagers are gathering around you to trade for whatever you can spare so they can start rebuilding their town. Okay, we don't have a lot, but I would really like to get my hands on some healing herbs. 5 for 2 gold, that's actually pretty good. Let's buy those. Oh, it's 1 for 2 gold. I mean, that's still not too bad. I mean, these look like some nice weapons at all, but I just don't have the money for it right now. I might buy some firewood as well. Yeah, that's going to have to do. Oh, that's some nice... Oh, they've got some good stuff on sale. Now this... I don't really want to use up all my money, but this is 5 gold and we get a 10% multiplier for XP and 4 bonus life points for the brawler. Well, we got to get that. We got to get it. That's too good to pass up. So what I can do now is open up the inventory and we can add brawler clothes. Boom. Oh, I had it already. I should have looked closer. That was a bit of a waste of money, but anyway. Never mind. Lesson learned, check your inventory before you buy anything. The ground beneath your feet is treacherous, weakened and crumbling in many spots. As you navigate the unstable terrain, the howl of a pack of rabid wolves pierces the air, their eyes wild with hunger as they charge towards you. Okay, now, Brune, he's taken some hits, so I think maybe it might be a good move to let our fighters do the hang back, and I'm going to put a wall of thorns here because I mean this is beautifully going to just there we go, and then if they're stupid enough, they're going to go around the alternate way, and then I can just perforate them with arrows. So it's just, oh damn, I hit them. I'll put a trap here, that's okay. Okay, end turn. Straight into the trap. That's what you get, son. Now we've got a few people closing in. Brune is in some trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up with a arrow barrage. And then I'm going to use a dog attack. Actually, we're going to use a dog attack. And then I'm going to get the dog. Actually, Aaron, what have you got? Summon Beast. Splinter Burst. Oh, that's close range. Yeah, so all of her attacks are close range, so maybe we'll just summon a creature. And then we'll end turn. Oh man, that extra abilities are just laying waste to these guys. So what I can do now is just give this guy a swift uppercut. You stand victorious. You gather the meat from the slain wolves, a grim but necessary provision for your journey ahead. Hey, food's food, buddy. We'll take what we can get. Okay, let's continue. Okay. So now we have to camp for the day. There's only so many actions you can take during a day period, and while you're asleep, there is a chance of you being attacked. So we can mitigate that. Oh, I can. I would really like to restore some health to a few people. I think particularly Brune, so we can get our doggy to give him a little bit of a lick. The healing powers of the pooch. And then we can prepare some wood. And yeah, I'm going to hang on to the herbs for now. We may need them later. I'm just having a look and seeing what else we can do here. Let's see if we can... Oh, we got some equipment. Okay, I think we've done everything we can. So what I'm going to do is we put some wood on the fire. We don't have any risk of anything bad happening thanks to our boy getting some firewood. And, oh, our puppy managed to dig up some very nice gear for our brawler. I'm very happy with that. Now I've got a choice here. We can get some money or we can go for another fight. I'm going to try and get some money because we need release some trading. Can we trade? We can. I didn't realize how broke we are though. Everything is very expensive too. Oh, we can. He's got a basic crossbow. I can actually buy a better crossbow. 10% damage, so that's actually... Oh, a repeating crossbow. That's going to make us broke, though. No, we'll just buy the regular crossbow. Here we go. Oh, no. Oh, I want to get rid of the basic crossbow. Oh, that's a duping error. Do you see that? It duped my my equipment. Oh no, okay, replaces it. That's okay. I thought what it did was create 2 copies of the equipment. That's okay. So we've got some decent weapons now. We can head on our way. That was definitely worth our time. Now we can head to this giant tree that we found. You see a massive tree with gnarled bark and a dense tree top. As you approach, the wrinkles on the trunk begin to twist and turn, forming the place of a large ancient being. Welcome to Boar's Glade, travellers. Boar offers sanctuary to those who seek it. Rest, for the forest is long and the paths unknown. The tree ant moves with slow grace, its ancient limbs creaking as shrubs shift and raise their branches, offering you food and resources from the heart of the forest. Boar can offer more should you have something worthy to trade in return. Oh, there's some good stuff here. Oh. I mean, this looks good. 25% range. I mean, I'm going to have to get that. So we got to set that up. So that's basically going to allow our archer to hit from huge range. An extra 25%. We can pretty much shoot halfway across the map. Let's go. You approach an area with very few trees, when suddenly a group of peasants steps out from the shadows, their eyes wild with fury. Disgusting humans will eat you alive. Okay, so we've got some peasants that we have to fight. I'm going to drop some acid on them from my crystal. And then these aren't explosive barrels, they're regular barrels. So what I can do is do a charge. And then I can actually knock this guy into his... There we go, look at that. Wham! 2 out of 3, I don't mind that. And then we can... Well, that was chef's kiss right there. After a brutal fight, well, it was brutal. It was brutally one-sided. You managed to take them down. With the battle over you, it's time to claim the spoils of your victory. Oh, upgrade stone. Yes. That's what we want. Time to camp for another day. Now, it's going to be a very long night. And we didn't take any damage. It's actually really, really good. So again, we're going to get Poochie to give our brawler Brune a bit of a lick. He likes Brune. Who doesn't like Brune? Then we're going to gather some wood. Not too bad. And then we can... Everyone's kind of healed. I think we're pretty good. Now we are taking a little bit of blight damage, so maybe we'll use this. There we go. Now the blight is a constant. Think of it like the warp from 40k or chaos. It's a negative influence on the surrounding area that builds up over time, and only by doing certain actions you can reduce the blight. When it reaches 100%, that's not going to be too good for us at the moment. It's pretty manageable, but it will become stronger as we progress further. So I think that's pretty good. We're going to add some wood to the fire. We've gathered some, so we're good. And, oh man, we've got some... I'm going to hang on to the upgrading stone for now. Now we can fight a boss, or a mini-boss, and I figured why not? Let's do it. The party steps into a desolate village, eyes scanning for any remnants of value left behind. Before they can begin their search, a low growl breaks the silence. From the shadows, wild beasts, fierce and hungry, emerge, their eyes locked on the intruders. They don't take kindly to your presence. We don't take kindly to your type around here. Okay. Now this is going to be a rough fight. This wolf's going to start with a charge, so we have to get Fang out of the way. I am going to command Fang to attack you. Unreachable, okay. Okay, let's move my boy over here. Not much I could do. We're going to take some hits. Let's give him a good old bow shot to the face, and I can use a claw. Oh, what I should have done was put a wall up. That was stupid. I didn't even think of that. I'm going to hit everyone with that. Let's summon a... Let's use a claw. And then some... acid. Oh, and then an uppercut. One down, one to go. Ouch, I should have dropped a wall there. Well, what I can do though is I may be able to do this. Wall of Thorns. There we go. Good luck getting through that, son. And that stopped the boar's charge entirely. So it goes to show a little bit of tactics from time to time. Really will help you. So I'm going to charge. Oh, I can't. Let's move. I can't move her. If I charge him, he's going to hit my other characters. It makes sense. We're going to... No, I can't. He's got us in a little bit of a bad spot here, because chances are I'm going to hit my allies, so not worth the risk. I'm going to smash into the wall. Let's end turn. Okay, now you're in trouble. Okay, now I probably could have done that better, but it comes down to using your skills of your different characters. And I haven't quite mastered our druid skills yet. What I have learnt is a very valuable thing. That wall is an excellent way to completely stymie any sort of charge attack, and it should be my go-to weapon for that. Oh, nice! So I've got a wolf pelt. And a level up. Here we go. Deals 4 damage, adds stunned and mark 50 for 1 turn. The grabbed character... Oh, so when I grab someone... Or I can blind people. Oh man, this looks really nasty. Epic. Momentum strike 3. So this is when you charge them. If I charge, I'm going to deal 4 damage. They're going to bleed. Then I can throw them, dealing an additional 3 damage. I mean, this is where we gotta have that. Yeehaw, baby. The adventurers see in the distance a beam of light descending from the sky. Suddenly they see a house where there was nothing before. I see slow but steady progress, traveller. It's only a matter of time before you succeed. She nods slightly as if affirming something to herself. A bit of help for those little people, I suppose, as their task is commendable. A cannon? Oh my god, look at that. Man. That is a lot of damage. That's crazy. 1 strength, 3 push distance, 10% damage. These are all nice, but this is gonna consume wood to use though. Oh, that's such a big damage. But I'm gonna burn through wood, literally. I have to get it. I have to get it. That sort of damage, that could be the sort of damage that tips the scale in our favor. So we're going to... What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the thorn thrower and I'm going to add this. I can, of course, go back to my old bow, but I'm essentially carrying a gigantic cannon. I like the sound of that. The road is blocked by a broken cart and scattered pieces of wood. A group of bandits readies their weapons as a slaver shouts, "Fresh slaves are arrived. Get 'em, boys." Okay, so let's add some acid to the mix. And I want to make sure that I am... Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't have a line of sight to these guys. And I'm worried that my brawler is going to take a lot of damage. So what I'm going to do is start with a wall of thorns, just to provide a bit of cover. And then we will... Can I hit through here? Oh, okay, I'm going to hit the wall of thorns. So let's move up here and... Not enough action points, okay. It is what it is. Let's end turn. Now that wall should hopefully provide a bit of cover from enemy fire. It has. It has. So they've actually had to go around. This is not good though. So let's add a momentum charge to the mix. Straight into the thorns. Then yeah, I'm gonna hit my man. Gonna summon some creatures. Probably not my best move. I think I may lose a character here if I'm not careful. This is bad. Straight into the trap though. We're gonna lose a character. He's gonna die. Now the problem is that we do have two characters that are definitely not ready for the final boss. Adds, ooh, a net ambush. Oh, this looks good. Adds immobilized if 3 or less, or slowed if 4 or more. I mean, anything that's going to stop enemies from getting closer. Oh man, there's some really good stuff here. I think Rooted might be a very useful skill. Ooh, okay, so the crystal has a level up as well. And we're going to go for fire. Now, I'm not really feeling very confident because we just lost one of our main characters. Should I greet you or wish you a good death? Okay, well, yeah, we are probably going to die because I was nearly able to beat this creature when we had 3 party members, but with 2, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know how we're going to go, but I'm going to try and slow this creature as much as I can. Because that's our only chance right now. I can't win against you, but I can give you one hell of a headache. Oh, he's nearly dead. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I may be able to do this. Let's move. Actually, no, we're not moving. We're just we're all in. We're all in. We did it! We did it! We took out the Demon Lord. Yes! You think I fear death? See you there. You've got a whole lot worse ahead of you. Nature reclaims all. Caranthos was no... Oh, yes, son! Demon Lord got nothing on me, boy. Look at them unlocks, those fat level ups. Hell yeah. 5 attempts. 5 attempts. He smoked me every time. And we did it with 2 characters, baby. It was that, it's that crossbow. Oh, well, at least that answers the question about whether this is the demo. I guess that's all we can do at the moment. That's in the current state. But it was a hell of a lot of fun playing the demo of the game. It's just a little short. It's a little bit short. That's really the only complaint I've got with it. I'm a little sad that the version they sent me was only the demo because I was looking forward to playing more. But at the moment, this is really all there is. It's a bit hard to gauge the game when the campaign is so short. But really, the game, it was just so much fun and the combat is so fluid that I'm really looking forward to seeing what the full version of the game brings. So we did quite well. We did quite well. We got the last boss taken out. We leveled up the characters to level 3. and we managed to. I mean, I had 5 attempts before this stream, and Caranthos, the Demon Lord, wiped the floor with me, but we managed to make it through. Not only did we defeat him, we defeated him with only 2 of our party members. So that's quite a achievement. So bit of a short one. Go and check this out because it is a demo that you can check out for yourself. And if you're into turn-based strategy games and fantasy games in general, you should absolutely check this one out. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. Hey, give me a sec. Okay, so the second game of the evening is Vagrient. Now, this game captured my interest because it's a very unique art style. It feels like an old school JRPG crossed with the Lovecraftian horror. The thing that interested me the most is the main character is actually an alien themselves. So you're not a human on an alien world, you're actually an alien yourself exploring this vast open world with all these different biomes. And the combat system's very interesting. You use a number of different biological attacks, different elemental types. You can use acid, fire, and your character also can mutate over time. The level up system works with a mutation sort of tree, a skill tree. There's just one problem with the game though. It's very, very confusing from a gaming gameplay and game narrative point of view. I've put a couple of hours into playing this and I'm really, really confused on how you progress in the game. The developer does have a guide to the game, but unfortunately it's very, very, very limited. So yes, it tells me what each of these features are. We've got an energy bar, we've got suspended energy, which is basically a method of healing, unstable energy, which fuels your special attacks, terrain energy, which is something you use to level up and also to unlock areas of the game, but it doesn't tell you what you're actually striving towards, and it's very easy to get lost in the game. Now, I'm not saying it's like a super bad thing. It's just that I kind of get a bit confused on what we're supposed to be doing. So we're going to have a bit of a look at the game. And what I'm going to do is the developer does recommend you use a controller, which I am grabbing right now, my trusty PlayStation controller that has been with me through many a good Souls game. So I'm just busting that out now. Here we go. That's better. Okay, so we are this alien creature. We're on an alien world. Our goal is to fight an alien invasion on this planet, but it is very, very hard. Like, it's hard to tell what's going on. That's the thing that I'm kind of struggling to understand, like what we're supposed to be doing. So we've got a basic attack, a close range attack, and we've also got special attacks that we can use that use energy that we pick up, special energy. But it's very hard to tell what you're supposed to be doing. So I've been exploring this alien world, just trying to figure out where we're supposed to go. And the game doesn't have any sort of intro or anything, so you haven't missed anything. You just kind of get dropped into this world and get told you have to go and find a number of relics. I have uncovered a few, but it's very easy to get lost in this game. I will have to have a chat to the developer. Maybe, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm just struggling to understand what that thing is. Like what I'm not seeing here. So we kill all of the aliens. We're trying to find a number of these relics. It can be very confusing. Now, I don't like games handing stuff to me. I have no problem with games being a little bit, the narrative method being a little bit left field. But this game, there's very little guidance on what to do. Like most of the time, I just kind of find myself being confused about where do I go next. Also, the delay in attacks the timing can get a little bit hard to figure out. Like, this video probably doesn't do it justice, but let me tell you, it is very hard. I think what I really could have used is some sort of tutorial. I'm not looking at half an hour, this is how you do everything in depth, but even just a 5-minute, because the only guide you get is this is how you move, this is how you attack, these are different energies, go. That's it. And all I know is that I have to find a bunch of relics, but I'm really struggling to find out what I'm supposed to be doing here. I like a challenge, don't get me wrong. I'm just really struggling, like where do I go? You don't need a neon sign, but because all of these environments look kind of similar, it's very easy to get turned out around and lost, especially when you don't have any sort of anything telling you what you're supposed to be doing, apart from finding some relics. It doesn't even tell you what the relics look like. So if I go to the beginner's guide, like energy bar, energy, okay, all this stuff, this is how you level up, this is how you charge an attack, and this is how you dash. That's it. That's pretty much it. Now, I like the gameplay, don't get me wrong. I think it just needs, there needs to be a little bit more. And I like the different attacks. Like, look at these different attacks. They're really cool. And the artwork is, the artwork's kind of what got me. Somewhere here there is a relic. Actually, I've lit this already. Skill shrine. Okay, so there's these different shrines. I've found a few. But it's very, very easy to get turned around and not know where you're going. Ouch. Also, you got to be careful. Your attacks apart from this basic attack, most of your special attacks consume life points, so you can't go nuts. You have to be super conservative. We go and look for a cave. It really, I think for me it was the artwork, like this Lovecraftian. Your main character kind of looks almost like a xenomorph. Very interesting and unique. You really don't want to bring this smoke, buddy. I've killed a lot of your comrades. We've done a full circle here. I'm going to go check down the bottom corner, but I think we've kind of... We've seen all we can see in this biome. And all the biomes are connected by portals, but yeah, I think it's just about the level design. I don't like having my handhelds, but it is so easy to get lost here. I've spent a good few hours playing this, and I'm at the moment I even tried restarting the game a few times, thinking maybe one of the biomes didn't properly generate what I needed. But how do I heal? There we go. I mean, the combat, it's not super hard. It's just about getting the timing down for your attacks and working out the delays. Oh, hello, what's that? That's new. Let's go have a look. Enter the wormhole. You'll traverse to a planet in an unknown solar system. Ooh, hello. We may have made some progress. Oh, these guys are pretty tough. Yeah, I can't be fighting them with my other attacks. We're going to have to... Oh, I've got no more life. Okay, alright. Let's, Did I die? I didn't die. I have life left. Obviously, your time in there is limited. It's the first time I've run across one of those portals, though. I must have activated somewhere without knowing. Now, I think I've been here. Now, how do I activate? Action. There we go. Methinks I've been here before. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're not... Our health is not in a good position here. Come at me, Brett. Yeah, so the problem is that enemies can kind of walk through your shots, and it wouldn't be a problem if your attacks didn't leave you rooted in place. So when you hit an attack, it's almost like using a heavy weapon in Dark Souls. You're there winding up your attack, and you are completely immobile during that time. So if you attack an enemy and that attack doesn't stagger them, they're just going to be able to wail on you, which is a problem. Like, I'm not a big fan of the having, like, what I'm doing is I'm pressing attack, but I'm having to wait for a good 1.5 seconds for the attack to come out, which means that enemies are just going to wail on you. As you can see, I'm getting wrecked here. I think these guys are going to keep coming. I could really use a map right now. Oh, I forgot. That is some sort of acid on the ground. We can't go in that. We'll continue exploring, hope for the best. Again, some sort of map would really help. Let me just check. Oh, there we go. I knew I had one. There we go. I found the map the other day, and it... Oh, I have explored this. It's all unlocked. One, two, three symbols. Okay, well, whatever I've missed, I don't know. We'll explore the rest of the cave and cross our fingers that we find something to help us on our way. Let's go check this side. I think this is the dead end. I like the visual style and the concept of the game. It's just the controls and the combat that I'm a little bit wary of. Okay, how do I pick this up? Okay, we have a relic. So apparently if I have enough terrain energy, I'm level 2 now. Okay, so the relic upgraded me to level 2. I mean, that's progress. I'll take it. Yeah, the problem is all these caves kind of look the same. And I understand, like, this is, to be fair, this is a one-person developer game. I understand that. I think it's just, it's not so much the limited graphical style. I think it's just the lack of any sort of landmarks or signage. When you're dealing with a map or an area that has most of the backgrounds and colors being very similar, you have to use some sort of signage, or you don't have to have, you know, big neon signs to show the user where they're going, but sometimes having some sort of guide really helps, and this is a game that desperately needs that. Okay. Let us continue on our way, because the problem is, I don't know, when I'm activating these signs, it doesn't tell me what it actually is doing. Like, I mean, obviously you want to flip switches in a video game, but if you don't know what you're doing, this guy's gonna kill me at this rate. I don't want to die to him. Let's go this way. I definitely do not want to go through that epic fight again. Please be some health. Oh, damn. I really need a way to restore my health, but I don't have any healing energy. We're just going to be super careful because I do not want to do this again. I mean, I've unlocked all these runes. I've checked everything in the map. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One the bottom right, one in the top right, one in the top left. I mean, that's it. We've got everything in this cave. I guess we'll head back. We can't go any further this way, so off we go. This is the thing, like, you know, there's a bunch of signs on some rocks, fair enough. But once you complete all the signs, there's no cinema showing you, and even if you don't have a cinema, but you need some sort of clue, because I'm like, okay, I've unlocked all the symbols, or at least I hope I have. That's it, you know, where do I go next? Well, I guess you're going to have to figure it out, so. Not being mean, it's just, you know, it's all about having a bit, I guess it's being a solo developer. I believe this is their first game, so this is all stuff that's going to happen with time. And for a one-person developer, this is a very ambitious piece of work, so I'm trying to give them all that credit. They've got a really good art style. Like I said, that's what kind of drew my interest, because I had to look at the concept art and some of the screenshots, and I'm like, well, this is kind of looks like a H.R. Geiger video game. So that's kind of what got me on board. Okay. So I don't know what that has done. We're just going to have a bit of a look around. Try and avoid any damage for now. We're slowly building up our health. It helps if they walk in a straight line. Guess we'll have a bit of a look around. I mean, say what you want, you got to admire the art style in this game. It's very unique. I think it's just that the dev needs some tightening up with, you know, I don't want neon signs telling me where to go. I'm not an idiot, but I think you need something. Especially that tutorial. It's very, very small, very limited. The information there is helpful, of course. Like, it is good to know how to fight enemies, but I think we need something more than that. Like that portal that popped up, the one that I came in earlier, I don't know whether it was supposed to pop up there. I kind of found it by accident almost. It feels like it was an accident. Okay, can I heal myself? I cannot. I guess we'll head to that portal. I just want to try and head down here and see if I can... Okay, I cannot dash across the water, so we'll head into the portal. We've kind of checked everything we can in this area. Move on to the next. Ooh, okay, this is new. So going through warp gate sends you to a random planet. That I didn't know. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Oh, we're shooting at us now? So this is the problem. Like, I've got this super close range attack and he's got a long range attack, so I'm immediately handicapped. And unfortunately, his movement speed is far greater than mine. And I don't have any attacks that are going to hurt him, so I've actually got to run away from those guys. Like I said, it's about the design of combat. Like, this is fine if you want to... Oh, can I heal? Oh, that's a relief. Here we go. Oh no! Oh, at least it's saved. I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to do that all over again. I was like, no! Oh, damn it. The problem is, I've got this attack here. It's an extremely close range attack. It's a huge wind up, and hitting these guys with it, I have a better chance of winning the lottery. So essentially, I got to run. I got no choice. Oh no, and these little dinos, I fought these guys before. I got no hope of beating them. Oh. Okay. Well, these guys fighting each other. That works for me. Yeah, I've got no more special attacks left. I want to go into that portal, but I know I'm going to get smoked if I try. Oh, that's a relic. See, I don't even know what half of these items do. Like, if I go to Beginner's Guide, it doesn't tell me. Terrain energy, maybe? I mean, we could try. I have that artifact, but I have no idea how to use it. Yeah, I've got no idea. I've got no life. I don't have any special attacks. The problem is giving the main character this horrendous attack that just takes forever to charge, and then having enemies that can zip around at high speeds and can use ranged attacks where you can't is a recipe for disaster. Now, granted, maybe I put myself in this situation, maybe I made a mistake, but it feels very unfair. I know if I go through that portal, I'm going to get destroyed. So I'm going to go find some enemies I actually can kill and hope they can drop something that's going to help me. Because right now, this is not going to work very well. Now, Mr. Drone does have an attack. I can just wait and hope that he's going to do something, because right now I am completely helpless. Oh, that's a nice sneaky attack right there. So I'm letting the drone do the heavy lifting for me right now. I've got a drone that follows me around, can shoot at stuff. Ironically, his weapons are better than mine. And I move at such a pathetically slow speed. Thanks, bruz. Ugh. See, I don't know how I can beat this biome. I'm so outmatched, and most of my special attacks, I only get 2 or 3 shots, then they're gone. So, that'd be a relic over there. We're taking that. Want that relic before I die. Of course. Yeah, that's the problem. This is just, it's really, really confusing. And I will see if I can get a hold of the developer, because it could just be that I'm missing something. But, you know, I play these games pretty regularly. I think someone that may be new to these sorts of games is going to take one look at this and go, nah, I can't, it's too hard. And I play Souls-likes quite a lot. And I know that's not the sole measure of a game's difficulty, but, I mean, I am used to playing games that are hard. I don't shy away from a challenge, but the problem with this is the challenge doesn't come from the game's difficulty. It comes from the lack of guidance. See if this guy's stupid enough to walk through those spikes. Ouch, okay. Oh, got rage mode. Nice, let's use this. Let's go through the portal. If I'm gonna fight... Oh, it wore off, of course it does. Oh, why can't I hit use on this? Okay, that works. Activated something. That is a healing rune. Ran out of time. So obviously you've got to hit all of these switches within the time limit. Oh, healing. Thank you. You see, the problem is one of my special attacks, it does more damage. They do more damage to me, and the special attacks drain so much of my health that fighting these guys is almost impossible. You just kind of you got to run away from them because you've only got that one short-ranged attack, and everything else costs so much energy that you can only get a few shots off. Let's see if we can venture. Oh. That's threading the eye of the needle right there. And then some. Oh, come on. You saw that. That's just poor. So unfortunately, with my pathetic health, my extremely low energy capacity, I'm probably going to die going through here, but I'll try and go slow. It seems to be working. I mean, all an enemy has to do is break wind on me. Oh, come on. Come on! I like me a challenge, but this is kind of ridiculous now. So basically I've got a basic attack that is a huge wind-up and requires you to be at point-blank range. I've got a secondary attack that consumes so much energy that I can only fire it maybe twice before I run out. And I've got enemies that have an unlimited amount of resources and can attack me with impunity with ranged attacks. Oh my god. Oh, let's not do that again. Magic plants. Well, I think maybe someone was smoking some magic plants. I wish I could smoke a magic plant. Might help me get through this game. Let's give me some clarity on what's going on. Do I have to go? I have to go back through this. Oh god, no. I do. Yeah, I'm going to smoke that magic plant because these plants. So the problem is now I'm at a checkpoint where I have. This is hard. This is harder than it looks. Trust me. There's nothing I can do to describe to you how hard this is. I'm using my controller. I'm literally just tapping it with the tiniest amount, trying to get through here. This is the hardest thing. Oh my god. I wasn't touching anything then. Give me a break, bro. And then if you hit something, it bounces you off, and then you bounce into other plants. And one hit on the plants, I might be stuck here. Oh, I've got healing. The game hath given me a boon. It's felt sorry for me. I can't get through that without getting hit. Okay, I'm holding my breath. Tiny bit. Come on, you can do it. Please don't die. I don't want to go through this again. Yeah, I think that's just that part there. That's more of a design issue than a difficulty issue. I feel like I'm being a little harsh on this game. I think it's just mainly because of the lack of guidance. That's what this desperately needs. And we need some sort of, this is what you do, this is how you progress. I am in a state where, like, this biome for me, I just can't. Maybe there's a weapon or something that I was supposed to find before coming here, but I searched the whole level trying to figure it out. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. For the life of me, I have no idea. I'll try a special attack on this guy. So I used my entire stock of energy, including my own life, and I killed one enemy. And of course, back here again. Oh no. Oh no, I knew this had happened. I couldn't get to another save point. Oh, pray for me. I'm getting out of here when I see that portal. I'm out. I'm not doing this again. That's it. I'm out. You win, biome. You win. I'm out of here. I'm like a dog with my tail tucked between my legs. Maybe I'm not supposed to come here because the difficulty feels off for what it is. I'm going straight for that portal. I'm out. I'm out, son. You win, game. You win. I must have to go there though, because this is the where I was before. Oh, there's a portal there. Oh no, that's not a portal. That's an enemy. I thought it was a portal. Okay, well at least I know this is a different biome. Yeah, man, how am I going to fight that? I've got like a little tiny close range attack. The enemies are like super aggressive and they've got a massively high movement speed. Look at that. I've got no hope. Not with this little tiny attack you've got. I've got to be missing something. I'm going to have a talk to the developer. I feel like I've missed something, or there's another attack or an energy type that I just don't know about, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what it is. Look at that. He just walked right through it. He walked right through my special attack. He just laughed it off. Now, I thought maybe one biome I was too weak for, but this is like every biome's ending the same way now. Look at this. This is crazy. I've got no hope. Bam. There's got to be one biome I can do. Surely. One biome. That's all I ask. Just give me one biome. They're immune to my attacks. Okay, I guess I'm out of here too. Damn. That's brutal, man. So I'm back here again. I mean, at least here I've got some sort of hope of survival. Maybe. Oh, now you decide to help me, drone man. I mean, this help would have been really useful earlier on. Even the littlest enemies in the game are smoking me. Oh no, I crashed the game. Alright, let's try again. Like, I feel like maybe this is... Oh, I just realised. I didn't change the game type. There we go. Let me just change the volume. The volume resets every time you start the game. To be fair though, that's not a problem with this game. That's a problem with Godot. Let's try again. I don't want to let my frustration give way to, because I feel like maybe I'm, to be fair, I feel like maybe I'm missing something. There's there's a gameplay mechanic or an energy type or an attack type that's going to be able to eliminate these guys. But I've looked through the guides, and because the game's so new, there's not really a lot out there to help me right now. Now, as more people get their hands on this and play it, it might make it a bit easier to track how to get through these more difficult sections, but I'm really struggling to figure it out. Yeah, I've tried. I mean, I've literally got 2 attacks. And I don't want to give up because I feel like, again, I may be missing something, or there might be like a special type of attack that I'm not using. It feels like, it feels like there's just some balance issues right here. I can't fight these guys because they move so fast. Like, look at this. I've got no hope of hitting him, especially when I've got like a 1-second wind up to use my special attack. I also noticed this game does crash a fair bit. Now, I played other Godot games. I thought maybe it was the Godot engine, but I played a really good game called Cosmic Call. And again, that was a one-person developer. It was done in Godot, and that game was actually one of the most stable games I've played. So it's not the engine. I think it's just something about maybe the way this has been coded, but I just get the game dropping out on me. Usually it's around when you die. Occasionally when I have the death animation, the game crashes halfway through that. So if a developer does see this, I have at least tracked it down to the event that causes it. Okay, I've got nothing that's going to hit this guy. And look, he moves at a similar speed to me. So I've got no hope of getting this special attack in. Yeah. I have no idea. I mean, for argument's sake, let's look at the beginner's guide again. Energy bar, we know this already. My health bar. Suspended energy, that's my healing charges. I know about that. Yellow balls. Unstable energy. So hyperbolts. And I've tried this. I mean, let's gonna have a look and see what else we've got. Terrain energy. So, I mean, this too, it's not very helpful. Like, it's extracted from the environment. It's used to revitalize relic. Great. Brilliant. How do I do that? That's the thing. Like, I'm struggling to figure out what to do here. So I've got these different stones, magic plants. Okay, skill 6 button to cast, but again, controls, skill 6. I guess we'll try that. Not working. So obviously I don't have that. So this is the problem. Like, if I can't kill any enemies, I can't get any energy. And if I can't get any energy, I can't kill any other enemy. So it's a bit of a catch-22 here. I've used every skill I've got, and I'm just getting completely rolled here. I'm not going through those damn spiky plants again. Hell no. So I've looked through the guide. See, I have to stand still to be able to attack. And I can't go. Will this take me back to another world? Because I think I'm done here. I'm not getting anywhere. Is this gonna? Oh no! I don't want this again. I thought maybe I'd go to a random world again. I'm out. Let me out. So I'm kind of stuck here. I can't go anywhere. Let's go to the other portal. Maybe I can go back. Because maybe I'm in the wrong place. I don't know. Okay, we'll go to the left. I mean, at least you get a map. Oh, never thought I'd be happy to see this place again, but we're kind of stuck here because I've got, oh, there's another couple of portals. We may go check those out. At least these enemies, I have a chance of fighting them. So apparently I have some objectives on this planet. I did this. I activated these stones. We've done this already. Let's maybe head back to the cave. So this is the problem. Like, it's a... Also, the game doesn't pause when you're in the map. Just something, not a design issue. I think maybe just something that you need to be aware of. I mean, the developer went all out on the difficulty. I'll give them that much. If you want a stiff challenge, you're going to get it here. Oh, healing. Okay. Whew. Suspend energy button. Oh, okay, hold up. I have no idea what I did, whether I did anything at all, to be honest. No, I haven't used it. So apparently suspend energy is LB and trigger L1. Well, I did that. So whatever I'm missing, I have no idea. Okay, I'm really hoping we can at least find a boss here. Oops. Okay, yeah, we're nearly at the cave. Okay, I don't know what it is I did right there, but... Okay, so, I mean, apparently... Oh, we have to activate it in this order. Top to bottom, I'm guessing. Okay. Okay, so squiggly line, circle, snake. I mean, that's not really, that's the best I can come up with at this point. So let's have a look. Squiggly line is bottom right. Now, I have no idea how we're going to go against a boss, but... Oh, damn. That's what I get for looking at the chat. Luckily for me, it's not a problem this time of night. Okay, oh, get some health. Oh, that's a special guy. That's not good. Yeah, I can't even get an attack in. He's so fast. Oh, there we go. And he just keeps hitting me. Come on, bro. How is this fair? Look at this. Like, it takes so long for me to charge my attack. He's going to kill me. Bruh. Oh, I crashed again. Damn it. I told you it's around the death. It's around the death. Oh, hold up. The sound's reset again. I can't send myself deaf. Like I said, it may sound like I'm being a bit mean, but I've got to be honest. And it's better coming from me than it is from, you know, a bunch of Steam reviews nailing this into the ground. So the developer, if he fixes these issues before it hits, you know, mainstream, as far as I can tell, there's not too many people playing this. This is pretty underground. And I get a lot of underground games, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. And I guess the software tester in me has always got a... Oh, damn it. I mean, that guy by himself is pretty hard already, but I think it might be time to pull out the big guns. Oh, I missed and hit the other guy. Damn. Oh, come on. It takes so long to charge. He can hit me before I... Oh. 4 shots? How much life has this guy got? I'm just praying this isn't going to crash on me again. I mean, I like a challenge as much as the next guy, but the combat in this game, it's I'm not a big fan, to be honest. Because you got a bunch of attacks that have a huge wind up, and then all of your attacks that even the playing field, or your ranged attacks, are tied to your life bar. So if you're in trouble, you have to sacrifice what little life you've got left to be able to fight off an enemy. And in most cases, when you pull out those special attacks, that's when, you know, it's going down. Like you're in a situation where most of your life's gone already. And like 1 or 2 shots of your special attack pretty much empties out your life bar. So it's almost not worth it. Even after this much practice, I still haven't got the timing down perfect yet. Okay, so apparently we have to get this one first. Come at me, bruh. Oh, come on. He flew straight through that. Bruh. Okay, so this one first. Okay, and then we've got to do the next one, which is up here. I mean, granted, I didn't get the combination of these stones. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's what we were struggling with. So I will admit that may be on me. Okay, so next thing we have to do is go far left, and then get that circle rune. Pray we don't run into any more elite enemies, because I don't have the health to deal with them. Yeah. Oh, damn, I didn't want to do that. Anyway. I was saving that healing charge for the fight, but... yeah, it's weird. The controls are a little weird too. Take a bit of getting used to. Not terrible, but you definitely wouldn't want to be playing this on a keyboard and mouse. Oh, there we go. It's a healing charge back. We'll take that. Okay, and north. Come with me, bro. Now I don't know if I'm on a time limit, so we're gonna keep going. I'm just hoping that that we don't end up with the game crashing on me again. It's very unstable. Okay, we have to go down and then up. I'm just hoping this isn't a time limit sort of deal. Hey! That's progress. If I have to fight the boss with this piddling little attack, I've got no hope. If I get close to him and hit him with this, it's going to be... I mean, they don't even mark the boss on the map. I don't know where to go. I guess we just have to search. Hunt him down. But all I've got is this piddly little attack, and then that special attack that consumes most of my life, so... yeah, I'm not, I haven't placed bets on myself winning this. I have no idea where this boss is supposed to be hiding. I'm assuming he's near the exit, but since I'm down here anyway, we'll check the whole area out. We'll live in hope. I mean, hey, we made some progress. I have no idea what this boss fight's going to be like, but yeah, with my little arsenal... I think it's just any weapon that has a bit of a wind-up is fine, but I don't like the fact that you're rooted in place for about a second, and then enemies don't have to do that. Like in games like Dark Souls, there's always like a risk-reward system. So yes, you've got a big weapon, it has a big wind-up, and it does root you in place, but enemies have to follow those same rules. Whereas in this game, it seems like enemies don't kind of follow any rules. They've got unlimited energy. They can shoot energy beams at you. They can respawn, and you've got this extremely limited set of attacks, which 90% of them are governed by your maximum energy. So, you know, good luck. 2 or 3 shots, and I empty out all of my energy, and your energy is tied to your health. So, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, if this was a beat 'em up and you had to do it strategically, I'd be like, okay, but the fact that you're so squishy as well. Okay, I don't think he's down there. No. Okay, well, process of elimination, he has to be here. And I'm probably going to get dusted pretty quick, but we're going to try. And hope the game doesn't crash on me again. Yeah, it's not the Godot engine. I think it's just the implementation in this game's a little bit hit and miss. Okay, maybe this way. I mean, he's got to be in here somewhere. When he spawned, he was in the cave. No. Well, my friend, you've done a very good job of hiding yourself. And the runes have disappeared from the top left-hand corner, so I'm guessing, here we go, he'll be here. Now, how do I fight this guy? Like, my attacks don't even reach him. Oh, there we go. That's how we do it. Ouch, okay, don't get close. Okay, that hurts him too. Good to know. Just gotta keep going. Okay, I'm hurt pretty bad, so we'll keep moving. Ouch. Oh, damn. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah! Serpentine, serpentine. There we go. He's half health. Well, at least we can exploit his ranged attacks. He's hurting his own men, so... Ow. Ow. How the drone's doing the job for me. I'll take that. I do have healing. I do have a healing mode if I need it. I can't fight him and... Okay, we're just gonna have to keep moving. Hope we can find some healing. That works for me. He's nearly dead. We just gotta keep going. Keep moving. Hope he's stupid enough to kill his own men. Yep. Thanks for the health, sucker. Now, if this was the actual game, this is actually pretty good, this boss battle. This is actually pretty fun. Like, if this was the game, I'd be like, yeah, this... I'm on board with this. Oh, easy. Let's heal. We get safety. I do not want to do this again. Oof. Okay, baby. He's nearly dead. You're gonna die, sucker. Yeah! Get wrecked. Now, I have no idea what that actually did. I've got a superior energy orb. I mean, I hoped it would give me an additional attack instead of this horrendous attack I've got now. How I managed to beat that boss with my current roster of skills is anyone's guess. At least to upgrade the range of my attacks. Because this is looking sad, my current array. Oh, nice. Okay, can do that. I mean, this would have been good. Having these additional attacks would have helped. Okay, there's some health. Oh, so we've got 2 healing charges now. That's going to be really useful. Okay, we're starting to get a bit of an idea. Let me just change those. Oh, I can't. Hold up. I'm going to have to do it outside of the game because, of course, the Godot engine will not let me change the sound unless I exit the game, which I'm definitely not doing after that terrible fight. So I'll have to do it in Windows. There we go. To be fair, that's not this game. It's like Godot is one of those engines that kind of has a couple of bugbears with it. Now, of course, I'm not taking a poo on Godot. Some of my favourite games are in Godot, and definitely with some of the recent changes in Unity with the licensing, I can see why so many people are starting to move across to Godot. The fact that it's Python friendly really is a big plus in my opinion. Okay, I think we've been to this world. I think we're going to go somewhere else. We got smoked last time we were there. I'd rather not deal with flying ghosts and tree monsters that are carrying around machine guns. We'll head to the south, see if we can find another portal. Oh, there's that stone again. We'll see if we can get that. Oh, 2 healing charges. Now we're talking. What I really need is more attacks. I need something other than this horrendous close range attack, which is a bit of a joke. Like, I wouldn't mind it if it did like a ton of damage, but it's very weak. Like, it's at minimum 2 or 3 shots to kill a single enemy. The weakest ones in the game, as you can see. The combat's definitely one of those areas. I think it's the weakest aspect. Oh no, we're gonna get wrecked now. Still though, the dash. I cannot fight these turtles with my standard attack. I'm gonna get destroyed. Here, there we go. Yeah, I think I may have, I may be in some trouble. I've used all my special attacks now. This is the problem, like 1 or 2 shots and all your energy is gone. So fighting anything like this, you have to kind of run away, find some weak enemies, farm the hell out of them, and then you've got a chance. Okay, I guess we'll try for this dark portal again. I mean, my little drone seems to be more effective in combat than me, and that's sad. Okay, now we should be right. Okay, so apparently I have to hit all of these. Okay, I don't have any more special energy. Oh, these guys keep coming. See, I have to hit all that in the time limit, but I'm also getting attacked by enemies constantly. Thankfully, at least this time after defeating that boss, I've got a bit more of an energy reservoir. I can heal myself, but not gonna lie, it's still pretty unsatisfying when you're in a battle. Okay, I'm starting to crawl my way back. Store some energy away for when things go south. Yeah, it's just the combat system in the game I'm not a fan of. And I played games with fluid combat systems, and this is definitely one of the areas that's lacking in this. Yeah, see this attack? I like this. Like, why can't I have more of this? Look at this. I'm destroying him. Got all my health back, wrecked them all. Now, unfortunately, despite my best experiments, that is something you get at random. You can't actually save up and use it, that raged mode or whatever it is. Meaning you just kind of, you're at the whim of when the game decides to let you use it. Okay. Oh, whoops. I wandered too close to the portal. It'll auto-teleport you if you're not careful. Okay, let's head down. Now, the irony being a planet full of fire and death is actually better than the other planet. Let's head to the right first. Now, I did get lost in here last time. I wasn't able to find the exit, but... Ah, dead end. Okay, well, that was helpful. 2 feet a cave and, 1 exit. Like, I don't mind levels that have, like, a bit of a labyrinthine structure, but in this game, it's very hard to make your way around. There's so few landmarks. Just double checking I haven't missed anything here before we walk back through all that fire. Now, 100%, there's nothing. I mean, at least I took out the first boss. That's something. More luck than I've had previously. That's the thing, like, this game, it's got a lot of promise. And it's got an interesting concept. Like, I like being an alien life form rather than just being a traditional... Whoops. Let's stay away from the fire, shall we? Oh my god, what was that? That has a dragon. Now that's new. I've been here before. I didn't see that last time. So it's obviously tied to the first level boss. Okay, Divine Source. Oh, look at that. How am I going to fight this guy? I can't even get close to him. And he is... Yeah, I can't even use that close range attack. I don't know how I'm going to fight this guy, because... Okay, there we go. I've got a bit of a system here. We just, Wait for him to land, and boom. Hey, this guy's actually pretty weak. Come at me, bruh. I mean, if the whole game was this, I'd actually be more inclined to enjoy it. It's like, this is what the game does well. Like, these boss battles are fun. Yep. We nearly got this guy. Can't catch me. Can dance all day, baby. Nice. Now we're talking, baby. We're making some progress. Slow progress, but the irony, the thing that I find the most frustrating is that the bosses are less difficult than the regular enemies. That's a part I can't square away. Like, why are regular enemies tougher than bosses? Okay, now I'm doing damage. Hell yeah, okay. And I've upgraded my damage. I mean, we needed this at the start of the game. See, now my attacks actually feel a bit more... And the speed's increased. Look at that. So whatever my little Kamehameha wave is, it's a little bit easier to use. Look at this, we're destroying him. Now, honestly, we probably should have had this attack from the start. Not the other stuff, but at least a decent close range attack. If you're relying on this for all of your enemies, it needs to be a little bit more reliable. Okay, we'll hit this one next. I like the idea of the different biomes, that's the thing. Like, there's a really, really good and fun game hidden in here. It's just hidden beneath some design decisions I'm not a big fan of. And I guess I am a little bit... Oh, what's this? Vagrant must restore power to this corrupted warp gate to return home. Okay. Requires 5 superior energy orbs. Okay, well, we got 2 of them. I guess we have to kill the other bosses to get there. Okay, so this is starting to shape up. Like, I think what happened was that one mistake I made in the cave on the first level, not figuring out the correct sequence, and granted it wasn't very obvious, that kind of screwed me up entirely and made every other... Because I went through, I couldn't find an exit, and then I left, and then from then on, I just was like, why is this game so hard? It was because I was missing a bunch of upgrades I was supposed to get. Again, I had a look in here. Oh, okay, so now it's because I've got an upgraded skill. See, that's what messed me up. Let's destroy all of these and see if there's anything else I can use. There's probably nothing in these, but no harm in being thorough. Okay. progress. Maybe I need to hit this. And then this. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here. This is obviously the boss, but... these won't stay activated long enough. Yeah, see, it's only a few seconds. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. We'll get rid of all this ice, see if that makes a difference. Okay, I'm assuming I need to get one here. I mean, it says a question mark, but it won't tell me what it is I'm supposed to do. I got a question mark, but what do I do? I guess the next thing, I'll try both of those. Let's hit this first. And then this. And then this. I have no idea. No idea what I'm doing wrong here. The game hasn't given me any clues either. Like, if you got a question mark next to your head, surely it should give you something. Like, tell me, what am I missing? Action, I've tried that. Inventory map, we've tried that. Suspend energy, I mean, obviously none of my skills are going to be too useful here. I'd kill for some sort of tooltip, anything. So miscellaneous, I guess we could try. Just pressing random buttons here, trying to figure out what I'm missing. Activate the corrupted warp gate. Well, yes. Return later and attempt. Yeah, we've done that. Summon and defeat the Titan. Well, yes, I'm trying to do that. Doesn't tell me. I have no idea. I've got apparently I have to. Whoops. I have to summon this Titan, but I guess I'll try this. Let's maybe try and leave. Exit again. What am I missing? No. Okay, well, I guess we'll try all the orders. So I'll try right, left, spike. Nothing. Left, right. We got to brute force this. Spike. Nothing. Spike, left, right, nothing. Spike, right, left, nope. Left, spike, right, right, spike, left. So what we've tried now is every single combination of those three, and nothing I've done has worked. So the only thing I can try is spike, left, spike, right. No idea. No idea. Now again, we're getting a question mark. It's not telling me what it is that I'm doing wrong. We've removed all the ice. We've tried all the combinations here. And I am still at a loss as to what it is I have to do. Looking at the list of objectives, we're in the right place. We have to summon the Titan. No idea. No idea. I'm going to try a couple more combinations, but if we can't find this, I'm just going to have to leave it. I'm going to have a chat to the developer because I've had a look and there's nobody playing this game just yet. I was fortunate enough to get a game key very early on, so no one else may have even got to this point yet, but as of right now, I have attempted every combination of this. I've removed all the ice. I've changed the sequence here. Obviously, I have a question mark. This is one of the things in the game that I find a little bit frustrating because you get these question mark symbols that pop up over your head, and then you're like, well, okay, what do I do though? You know, I've activated this, but what do I do? No idea. I mean, this thing turns off almost straight away. So I can't even get to the other side to turn the other one on before it stops. So I'm guessing maybe I could shoot it. No. And this is the problem too, I don't have unlimited ammo, so there's only so many times I can try this. Well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it here. I have tried everything I can think of to get this this boss to spawn. I have 3 switches here. I have a question mark that's telling me something I need to do, but it's not giving me specifics. At this stage in the game, I'm a bit hesitant to recommend this. It's due to a combination of things. One, the game being very unstable and crashing out, as we've seen during the stream. Two, the lack of guidance in the game. And when I mean guidance, I just mean the most basic of hints. The tutorial in the game is little more than a very basic set of screenshots telling you what these are in very vague terms, but it unfortunately doesn't really give you anything specific. The tooltips and puzzles in the game are very vague as well. It's very easy to walk past something and just miss it. And yeah, it's just a very confusing experience. And also the level design. There's a number of these interconnecting portals, but all you have to do is miss one thing, and then you can find it almost impossible to survive in later levels, as we found earlier on. I'm really hoping that I can get in contact with the developer about this, because I feel like maybe there's something I'm missing. But for to get stuck on every single one of these puzzles and without any sort of guidance and any sort of hints, at least in the first level, it was somewhat cryptic, but I had some sort of guide with the glyphs. But I mean, walking around this room, I don't see anything that gives me any sort of help. I know I'm in the right spot because it's very obvious the boss is obviously frozen here. I have to raise the temperature by hitting this spike. I've tried every combination of hitting these switches in the right order, but for the life of me, I mean, I can't trigger these with a remote attack. So, I mean, maybe I have to hit it with a projectile bounce, but that's a problem in itself. If that's the case, I've run out of ranged attack energy, and without any way to replenish it. And that's the thing, the combat system in the game as well is very frustrating, because everything in the game, all of your attacks, apart from this basic close range attack, requires so much energy, and in many cases that energy is tied to your health bar. So it makes it very hard to do any sort of combat in the game, especially when the enemies are so aggressive and have so many different ranged attacks, and you're limited to this very basic close range attack that's quite underpowered until at least you get a few upgrades. So unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to have to look into this more. I can't really recommend it at this stage, just because the myriad of issues I've run into. That may change once I've spoken to the developer, but for right now, I think maybe just keep an eye on this for now. There's a lot of these types of games on the Steam store too, but there's not many with a unique look and feel. So I do hope the developer can fix a lot of these issues, because yeah, I like games with a unique look and feel, and this is definitely one of them. The problem is the mechanics that back that up just aren't there at this point in time. But we're going to move on to the last game of the evening. Okay, so the last game of the evening is Guards 2. Now this is a turn-based strategy. Surprise, surprise, once again, I'm starting to get a real taste for these. I'm getting a lot of them sent through. So this is the demo of Guards 2. So unfortunately, I don't have the full version of the game, which is a shame because it's actually pretty fun. The game is currently available at time now. It's just come out on Steam, so you guys can have a look at this as well. But we're going to have a quick look at the game, as it's a really fun turn-based strategy in a fantasy setting. Now, what I like about the game is you're the bad guy. So we're actually a demon from hell, and we are using fallen heroes and various creatures as our minions. Now I've done a few runs. We've done 3 runs so far. The game has a very short loop. You go through, you do a series of missions, and then once you've done enough missions, you level up your characters, and then you get stronger, and you can go into a new region. So we're going to, whoops. Let's try that again. Now I have some upgrades that I can spend, and I believe our best bet will be to upgrade my alchemist, who is very cool. He's got a number of different, you've got 4 different heroes, and they all have their own strengths and weaknesses and abilities. So let's have a look and see. Oh, yeah, combustible elements. Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely want to get healing. So let's enhance this. Oh, I don't have the points yet. That's okay. Now this is the main game loop. I think I may have picked an area that's a little bit tougher than what we usually play. The game loop is simple. You have a group of heroes, and each hero can perform 1 action per turn. And rather than telling them what actions to take, your goal is to move them into a position where their automatic attacks that they trigger each turn will do the most amount of damage. And there are different types of enemies that have weaknesses to different types of attacks, and also your heroes have vulnerabilities to certain types of enemies. Now, for example, the archer is very good at crowd control. If there are several enemies within a lane, you can decimate them with arrows. The warrior is really good at blocking lanes. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but she can stand there and take a lot of punishment. The alchemist is very good against certain types of enemies with his elemental damage. And finally, the wizard, he's just a nice middle-of-the-road powerhouse. He's very weak, though, so you need to keep him out of battle. So let's start. We have enemies coming in 3 lanes. I am going to leave the hero where she is, and I'm going to swap my archer and mage. Okay. Again, I'm going to leave the warrior where they are for now. Let's change the archer and gnome. As you can see, the archer, he loves his special abilities. Now the warrior, she knows what to do. She's going to start smacking down enemies. These guys are pretty tough. Now we've actually selected a harder map to do, but we're here. We're going to try it anyway. Now, as you can see, the wizard is very, very tough. The wizard does a lot of damage. He's not super tough. I want to try and attack that mage. Ooh, I'm not liking this. We're in some trouble. Let's change the the archer. Oh, my hero's not in good shape. Look at her health. Let's get the wizard on the front lines. I mean, I'm not liking this. We're in a bit of trouble here. I'm going to lose this at this rate. I think we're going to be... Yeah, we're... Not a lot I can do right now. I guess we could go back 2 turns. Okay, I mean, we're still going to lose this, but I got an achievement, so there is that. The problem here is I picked a level that was way, way too high level for us. So we're not doing very well. Damn. Okay, so we did get defeated. We did get some gems though, so even if you lose, you do get a bit of experience. And now I would like to use healing vapors. No? Okay, let's maybe pick something a little easier. There we go. Now this is the starting zone, and I've completed this a few times. It's a lot more forgiving than hell. So you're meant to fight your way to hell, but obviously we don't want to be doing that with our current level. We're going to get smoked. But it helps when you have a bunch of high-leveled heroes. Now I can see that there's enemies in a line here, so I'm going to swap my archer with the engineer, because he can attack multiple enemies at a time. Very nice, very nice. Looking good. Now these guys have closed into melee range, so I'm going to swap my warrior out with the archer. And let's swap the warrior over with the ranger. Looking good, looking good. Now, these mummies are very, very weak against the firebombs, so let's swap these guys out. Let my dwarf do his thing. Very nice. Now the dwarf is going to take a bit of damage, so I'm going to swap him out with the warrior. He's already pretty much ended this fight with the mummy. Looking good, looking good. Keep it up. Pour it on, baby. Pour it on. The fight's going a little bit easier now. We're not fighting enemies in hell. Okay, we'll swap the warrior and the rogue. Look at that. Victory. Now the goal, of course, is to upgrade your characters to the point where you don't need to worry about going into hell. They're fully leveled up, which is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm going to use a line of ranged characters just because they're out of range of the warrior. Okay, oh, enemies in a line, so let's move the rogue. He doesn't always use special attacks, so there's a bit of randomness when they actually trigger their special attacks. But in general, you want to use the rogue for when there's multiple enemies in one lane. You want to use the engineer when there's certain enemies, like high health enemies that are vulnerable to certain elements like fire. The wizard is great for long range attacks, and the warrior, of course, is good for blocking lanes and close range. Okay, so we can let these guys do their thing. When they get close, we'll swap out the warrior. Okay, rogue and engineer. And now these guys have closed within striking distance, we'll swap the mage and the warrior. Then we're going to want to swap the warrior and the archer again. Boom. Get wrecked, suckers. Oh, and we'll leave the engineer where he is and let him heal. Also, when you place one of your heroes in the back lane, they will heal over time. So you want to try and watch their healing, their health, and make sure that your warriors we always have somebody healing at all times. So I think that's a pretty good spot where we are. We'll let the rogue heal for one more round, and we'll just let the warrior and the mage do their thing. Boom. They're full health now, so let's swap them out. And let the carnage ensue. So this is a nice way to farm those special gems, which we're definitely going to want to be doing. Okay, I don't really want to move anyone, but I have to. Now, that engineer is going to get hurt pretty bad, so let's move the warrior to the front line. Boom. So we're actually getting a fair amount of XP, which is what we want right now. I want to be gathering as much of this as I can, getting all those gemstones, and then we can take on the harder levels later on. Yeah, let's move the warrior off the front lines. Then our ranged attackers do their thing. Now the dwarf can't attack anything at that range, so I'm going to swap him with the mage. Boom. It's what we like to see, son. Keep it coming. Now these guys are closed in range, so let's move the warrior to the front. As you can see, she's very good at soaking up damage. That shield is always going to take most of the hits. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I need to move the warrior and the mage. and now we definitely need to have the dwarf on the front lines. Because these mummies are weak against fire. Smack them down, suckers. Move the warrior to the front. And we're going to heal up our archer a little bit. Okay, I think everyone's in a good spot here. Let's let the dwarf heal up. So we like to see, boys. Pour it on. Pour it on. Very nice. So we've done this one. Done this one. We haven't done hell yet, but I am definitely not strong enough for that. So we've got some more gems that we can use. We can level up our characters. Really hoping to get some warrior skills here. Attack damage. Oh, I'd really like that. Oh, that's reset them. No, we won't worry about that for now. Oh, unavailable. Okay. There we go. So now we need is we need a few more gems. Let's take on the next level. So this is region 2. This is where things get a little bit harder. We're not ready for hell yet. But we're an old hat at this. We know what to do. Pour it on, boys. Don't let them get close. Close ranks. Okay, so I can move the ranger to the multi-enemy lane. And I'm going to swap the warrior out with the mage. Of course, got to keep the mage at full health. Oh, this guy looks nasty. So I'm going to move the mage to here. Start hitting this guy with the big guns. And then the engineer to the top lane, because I can't really do anything with the warrior until I get close. You know what to do, boys. Hit him hard. Hit him where it hurts. Okay, the engineer's hurt, so let's swap these guys out. Okay. Move the mage, because the engineer has a limited range on his throw. So we want to be doing as much damage as we can. Oh, the archer can't actually hurt those guys, so let's swap you and you. You know what you need to be doing. Smacking down those mummies. As you can see, these guys are very weak against mummies. We have to use the the engineer with the fire. Very nice. Okay, these guys are close distance again, so let's get the warrior down to the bottom lane. Very nice, mage. Do what you do best, baby. Lay into him. Okay, he's nearly dead, so we'll let the engineer finish him off. Nice, okay. Oh, we got some money here. I am going to have to go for... Oh, there's so many good ones. Maybe health for now. Okay, so now we're in the forest, and this is where the enemies start to get a little tougher. Not as tough as hell, but we're going to need to be careful. These guys do a ton of damage, so we always want to make sure either the wizard or the engineer is attacking them. They're very weak against magic, so the mage works really well against these guys. Let's swap here. And then we're going to get the warrior on the front lines, doing as she does best. It's looking a bit dicey now. Okay, swap the warrior and the mage. Generally, enemies that are made out of wood or paper are very weak against the engineer. So we're just going to continue going the way we're going. Oh, okay, we've got to take out this enemy mage next. Spells are nasty. Oh, okay, my mage is really hurt. But thanks to that new healing ability I've got, I can heal him pretty quick. We just brought my mage back from nearly dead up to full health in a matter of a few seconds, so really happy with that. Yeah, I'm not looking happy about this. This is pretty nasty, so we're going to get rid of him. We're getting hammered by spells. Okay, the only way to kill a mage is with another mage. Yeah, get wrecked, son. Oh, man, that warrior's taken one hell of a beating. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. We may lose. Okay, yeah, my warrior's in dire straits, so we're going to swap them out. Okay, time to swap my archer. Oh, okay, yeah, archer's got to go to the back lines. He's going to die. I may actually lose this fight. Whew, that was getting pretty close at the end. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see what skills we've got. Another 12 points. I am really interested in seeing what my mage can do. Attack damage. See, most of these are just passive updates, so I want more active skills. Arrow shower. How do I get my hands on that? Oh, okay, I have to go down this way. Okay, let's go with vitality and attack damage. Actually, ability power. Whew. As you can see, even after several rounds, my heroes are still very squishy. You have to do there's a lot of grinding in this game, so if you're not into that, this may not appeal to you, but just be aware that is a thing. Oh, nice. I got an achievement for killing 3 enemies in one turn. We'll swap out the engineer with the warrior. Okay, we definitely got to do something about that poison throwing snake. Wizard, do your thing. Okay, engineer's taking a bit of a beating, so let's swap him out. He softened him up for me. Oh, okay, mage swap. Get to the back lines. Do what you got to do, Mr. Engineer. Blow him up. So it's a bit of a rhythm, moving people between the front and the back, making sure that you keep an eye out for certain enemies. Like these guys, obviously weak against the engineer. These guys, the scorpions, very weak against the wizard. Also, other wizards you want to try and prioritize those as well as healers. Okay, I am pretty happy with that. Let's move engineer back to heal. Now, we've only got to kill 3 enemies, so we don't have to kill all these guys. I mean, I would like to kill all of them. The more confirmed kills we get, the more upgrade stones we earn. The gemstones, which is what we want. Smash him, son. No mercy. Boomski. Okay, so we can purchase some abilities. I think ability power would be good. Let's go with health, because our wizard is in some sad need of some maximum health. And probably some power. There we go. As you can see, my wizard, I kind of been favouring him, and it shows. The amount of raw damage he does is quite impressive. It's just that he's very weak. He'll go down in like 2 hits. Some of the bigger enemies will one-shot him, so you really got to watch him on the battlefield. Make sure you don't put him anywhere where he can get perforated by arrows, or if an enemy gets close and clomps him over the head, can pretty much end a fight very quickly. You know what to do, boys. Pour it on, baby. Okay, time for the warrior to get into the fray. And then you always want to try and keep the warrior at the front lines, wherever the enemies are right up against us. Also, in this case, I'm prioritizing attacking their wizard. This is working really well. Okay, these guys have an immunity to the elemental attack, so let's see if a spell will do the trick. It certainly will. Okay, I'm a bit worried about my rogue. He's taking a fair bit of damage. Let's swap the warrior. And the engineer. Oh, yes. Very nice. Now, this Baba Yaga, we want to try and keep hitting her as constantly as we can, because if she gets close, she's going to stomp even my warrior. Okay, you know what to do, boys. Pour it on, keep hitting. You cannot let that Baba Yaga get to the front lines. Okay, now we've softened her up. I'll put the warrior down here. She can duke it out with her. Hell yeah, we're wrecking. That's what I like to see, boys. Keep it coming. Three enemies. We're on track to win this. You know what to do. Keep them coming. Yeehaw! So I've got a bunch of stones. No, I haven't tried this one. I haven't tried up here yet. Let's buy some upgrades. We get 12 stones per level, so enough for one upgrade, which is, yeah, if you do the math, it's going to take a while to get to max level. The healing ability's been good. I'm thinking... Oh, yeah. I'm going to fire. Okay, let's try the next region. I don't think I've done this one yet. Oh, no, I have. This is the one... I have managed to pass this one. This is where the difficulty gets really high. Okay, boys. Hit him where it hurts. Again, it's all about working out which enemies are weak against which attacks. So in our case, these are wooden enemies, so obviously fire attacks going to be really useful. The wizard's in a bit of trouble, so I'm going to swap him to the back lines. Very squishy. Unfortunately, he's going to take a couple of hits to die. You know what to do. Okay, let's move the wizard to here. That healing ability I purchased has been worth its weight in gold. Okay, let's move the wizard and the engineer. I want to try and kill these guys. A couple of spell bolts to the head and these guys go down real quick. Okay, this is starting to get a bit tight. A bit tight. Come on, Mr. Wizard, you know what to do. Yeah, he's pretty hurt, so obviously I'm going to move him to the back lines. That's it, boys. Keep it up, keep it up. 4 enemies to go. That's it. You can't stop me now, baby. Okay. It's all about knowing which enemies are weak to. Like, I know these guys have no damage from these potions, so actually other mages... I mean, when you see an enemy mage, you're actually best to engage them with your own mages. Oop, my warrior is in really bad shape. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Can I get anything good? I'm thinking the warrior, because she's really... Maybe the mage. Combat training. Nah. I think I might get the dwarf. His abilities seem to be the best all round. Oh, regenerating health? Hell yeah, I want that. Okay, we got combat training. We're gonna try and rush for anything that increases their health. Let's do one more round and then I'm gonna call it a night. Unfortunately, as always, I've got work. The work never stops. Nice short one tonight, but I've actually got more games coming. But I knew I wouldn't have time to cover everything I wanted to, so I just covered some of the games that I got a while ago. I try and cover every game that I get, but it's a little bit hard these days. I get quite a few requests, and it's mainly demos too. If I just can't cover every demo I get. I get developers throwing dozens and dozens of demos at me, so I usually try and pick the ones I like the most. In this case, any game that I get that's a full game, I usually cover it. But with demos, it's very hard because the amount of developers here play this demo, I just can't keep up. There's so many, so I have to be a little selective. First world problems. But so the good thing about the demos you see is if you guys like what you see, you can try them yourselves. Don't take my word for it. Okay, we need the mage, and we need him here now. Do your thing, mage. Wreck 'em hard. You can really see the difference in power now that I've got a few more levels. Okay, Mr. Mage. Don't let him get close. Oh, well, we got to move him out of the line of fire. He's going to die for sure. Okay, and then we have to swap the mage back in because he's very bad. The warrior is very bad at fighting other mages. And then we will swap the rogue. He's very hurt. You know what to do, boys. Pour it on, pour it on. Yeehaw. So let's spend our last set of gems, and then we'll call it a night. I have, yeah, I've got a pretty good selection here. But I think I am going to have to go with fire. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with fire. All right. Well, unfortunately, this isn't the full version of the game, but within the amount of gaming I've done so far, I've gotten a good 2 or 3 hours out of it. So for a demo, that's not too bad. Generally, if I play a demo and it's between 3 and 4 hours, I generally think that's pretty good. Depending on the demo, obviously some of the ones you saw tonight you can kind of knock over in an hour or two, but I do like the fact that demos are starting to come back into fashion. The problem with Steam is a lot of the time the developers don't offer demos and you have to go by other YouTubers' word of mouth, which is not a bad thing. That's kind of one of the reasons why my YouTube channel has done okay, I guess, for a small channel. A lot of people go looking. I do it myself. I look for other YouTubers playing games. A lot of these early access games don't have anyone playing them, so it's a bit hard to tell. And I like streaming these new demos that come through because occasionally I'll find something really good, and if I really like the demo, occasionally I'll get a full copy of the game. So hopefully one of these tonight I may be able to come back, and once the full version comes out and we can revisit it. I do have some other demos for next week. I've actually got a couple of full version games I've really been enjoying so far, but unfortunately that's going to have to wait because I'm going on holiday for a bit. I'll be away for a couple of weeks, so for the few people who do see this, I'll catch you in 2 weeks.